guys, it's Emily, and for this week's Tuesday Talk, it's going to be about me. Thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself, and I'd love for you to follow me on Instagram. It's @withEmilyStevens. You can kind of see more of my day-to-day life there, and I'd love for you to interact, so if you follow me, please say hello. So let's get started. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I live in Wichita, Kansas with my fiance Mike and our two dogs, Mr. Chompers and Lola. We call Mr. Chompers Chomp for short, and you've probably seen him in some of my videos. I did a BarkBox unboxing with them, which was super fun, and then usually Lola is sleeping behind me on the couch here, but she's picked another spot to rest today. Like I said, I'm a licensed therapist. I have been for the last almost 5 years. And while being a therapist, I also was an on-air radio DJ. Most of my adult life, I have worked in the field of radio broadcasting. I've worked on morning shows, and I also most recently had just an on-air disc jockey shift. I've worked in Wichita and in North Dakota. When I took the job in North Dakota, it was because I was willing to chase the radio dream wherever it took me, even North Dakota. Mike and I moved up there for 2 years. It was a great 2 years, loved it, but decided that we wanted to be back closer to home. And I luckily got a job at a radio station back here while I went to my graduate school program to become a therapist. And then once I graduated, I just kept doing the job too. So I am no longer on the radio in a capacity of a disc jockey, but I do a segment called Ask Emily. It's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time on 92.7 The Blast here in Wichita. And it's kind of a therapy segment where people can write in and they can ask me questions around therapy or life coaching, and we discuss various topics around mental health. It's a lot of fun. I do it with my friend Miranda, and we have a really great time. I also have an online boutique called shopwithemilystevens.com. It's a ton of fun for me. I love the connection. I love helping people find clothes that make them feel awesome, because I think we should be more concerned about how our clothes make us feel than the number attached to that clothing or the size attached. I think too many times we get stuck on we need to be a certain size when really we just need to find clothes that fit us and make us feel awesome. Whenever I try on clothes, I always dance around in the dressing room because I have a theory that if I can't wave my hands in the air like I just don't care, then I'm not interested in that article of clothing. So if you want to check that out at shopwithemilystevens.com. And speaking of dance, I spent my whole life taking dance classes, and I taught ballet, tap, and jazz in high school and in college. So I love to dance. I'm always up for a night out dancing, and I'm always dancing around our house as well. So some silly stuff about me. I love boy bands, and I love them unapologetically, unironically. I genuinely love their music, and I'm a huge, huge fan. My all-time favorite boy band is New Kids on the Block. I also love Hanson, which they're not actually a boy band because they play their own instruments and there's not a lot of synchronized dancing, but they're fantastic. My fiance Mike and I, we go see Hanson at least once a year, and sometimes many, many more times than that. We love taking Hanson trips to go see them perform live. And I know it's strange. You don't hear about Hanson as much these days, but trust me, their music is good and we just have a ton of fun. And speaking of Mike, yes, he is my fiance. No, we're not planning a wedding. We're gonna elope eventually. But is it still eloping if you tell people you're gonna elope? I don't know, but that's what it is. Mike and I started dating many years ago. We are technically high school sweethearts, although I hate being called high school sweethearts. So of course, Mike calls us that at every chance he gets. It would have come up eventually, so I might as well just get that out of the way. I also hate cooking, but I love having home-cooked meals, so that's a conundrum in my life. I did a video featuring HelloFresh where I cooked a meal, and that's worth watching because I set off the smoke detector, I burned myself with grease. It's just, me in the kitchen is not a great combination. Mike always says when Emily enters a kitchen, Emily destroys a kitchen, and that's pretty accurate, but I still try cooking anyway. So that's some information about me on today's Tuesday Talk. As you can tell, I don't take myself too seriously. I love what I do, I love the jobs that I have, but at the end of the day, I think in everything you have to have an element of fun. If it's not fun, I'm probably not doing it. So thanks for tuning in to today's Tuesday Talk. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about me. If you want to know anything else, just leave it in the comments below and make sure you subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.